Hi, I'm LP, the founder of Housestory. We are building the core app to consolidate the essential information renters need to make informed decisions. I want to start with a question. Why is renting the only major life decision we make with almost zero data? Think about it. You take the tour, you see the amenities, you maybe chat with the manager, but you walk away with absolutely no verified record of the actual living experience there. Imagine signing a 30K lease on a blind trust, only to find yourself living in a health hazard, roaches, bedbugs, and ticks. And good luck trying to lock the front door because it was busted down by the cops when they arrested the previous tenant. Not to mention a missing smoke detector, water damage, and those were just some of the highlights. That nightmare was my apartment in Brooklyn. And I know I'm not the only one. In our research across New York, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, our first data point was stark. 80% of renters reported a lack of transparency before signing. And you thought my horror story was bad? We've heard some real nightmares. That's why I'm building Housestory. We go beyond generic listing and reviews to provide the complete picture: environmental issues, litigation history, responsiveness, and most importantly, a verified record of the specific unit from previous tenants. To be clear, Housestory is not about dwelling on a negative. We aim to create a more equitable and transparent rental market where everyone feels secure in their decisions. So, our mission is simple: to empower renters with comprehensive insights into housing history, fostering trust and confidence in the rental market. We support renters from search to signature, starting in New York and Baltimore. First, our search tool overlays hidden history, noise, pests, and violations onto listings so renters in these cities can get a reality check before signing. Second, our resident tool gives them the lease term with checklists and advocacy scripts to protect their deposit and their rights. And over time, we'll expand our partner portal for landlords to showcase their history reputation score and reduce vacancies by leading with transparency. And as our data grows, there's a clear path to support housing advocates and institutional partners who need trusted unit level rental history at scale. Look, there are 44 million renting households in the US. That's a third of the households in the US. And our initial focus is with renters under 35, the digital natives who expect data for everything from a $15 lunch, but somehow are still signing $30,000 leases based on vibes and photos. The demand isn't just for housing, it's for a digital standard of transparency. That's why we're building the app. And we're moving fast. We formed an LLC and filed our trademark in summer 2025. And since then, we've been building relationships, conducting extensive community research, and partnering with social impact companies that share our vision for helping people. We have completed our high fidelity designs and mockups. We have assembled a cross functional group of experts covering product strategy, UX research, and technical web direction to build the MVP, our minimal viable product, the search tool. Now we're moving into the engineering phase, building the back end APIs to connect open data to our platform. So, who's leading this? My background is in HR and people operations, and my career has been defined by building equitable systems and advocating for people within organizations. But while I was ensuring transparency at work, I kept hearing from others about the lack of transparency in the search for their next home. And for me, that apartment in Brooklyn wasn't just a bad couple of months. It was a headache that haunted me for years because I didn't know how to navigate the system. So I decided to build Housestory as a tool I wish I had and to prevent others from going from what I experienced. And the mission is already making waves. We've been featured in outlets like Voyage Baltimore, Canvas Rebel, and discussed the zero data decision on podcasts like Beats and Balance. But it's not just about press. Through our Housestory series, we're documenting real renter narratives to amplify the community's voice. We're actively building partnerships with housing advocates and local organizations because we aren't just building an app, we're validating a movement. We're currently raising to bridge the gap between design and a live beta in our first cities. 60% of this goes directly to engineering, building the back end APIs and infrastructure. The rest supports data, legal, and launch, bringing Housestory app to the market, an app which will be 100% dedicated to you, our supporters. So I invite you to test our product by scanning the QR code you see here. You'll see we've done the research, we have the design, we have the team. Now we need you to help us write the code so we can all rent with confidence. Thank you.